環球包括香港同埋美國嘅股市近日出現調整，而適逢技術分析大師 Pesavento 就嚟講，而喺專訪入邊佢就透露香港同埋美國嘅股市已經出現非常不利嘅形態，有機會大跌。另外佢就睇好黃金，認為喺1100蚊嘅水平已經可以買入。而家我哋就睇下大師嘅親身演繹啊！
And if you can see that we've been in a very long trading range here over the past 5 years, around 24,000 on the upside and 16,000 on the downside, and we're in that same area now where we're ready to most probably start to sell off again. There's a chance that we could get above 25,000 in the Nikkei, but it's I don't believe it's going to happen until after the first of the year, if it could, and it's very rare that it would do that. Most probably we'll be looking to come down and test the 16,000 level at least one more time. That's what it looks like to me. And you'll see here that we are making what we think is one of the most negative patterns that you can possibly see. This is this is the very large ABCD pattern that we talk about, and then you have another one that's here also. So we're right up into this zone right here that is very, very negative. I mean, it looks really beautiful that it's going to go up forever, but just like it did here, looks like it was going to go up forever. But see, you have a perfect A, B, C, D pattern completing right up here at the 180 level in this, which is around 1800 in the futures. So that's the big pattern that we're watching. This has a potential to be a very, very negative pattern for at least a couple of years.
What kind of level do you think it will drop?
Oh, it'll drop like this one did. You know, very similar. You see how they're very equal on the drops. So we'd be looking to come down in around this level right here. At around 88, about a 40 or 50% drop would be my guess. Now that's going to take several years to do that. See, on this one it took 2 years to do it. This one took 3 years to do it. So, you know, it's going to take at least 2 years to get to that point. But and there'll be some wild swings in between. But that's what the longer term picture looks like.
Then how about the daily chart? Do you think? Do you see any movement in short term?
Short term, yeah. Well, short term, we're making the same type of pattern. You notice, you see where we've made this same expanding triangle that we have here. This is move this over so you can see it. And now you've come up to this level right here. We've been here several times. Well, we've been here for well over 6 weeks, and the market's gone nowhere. Okay. What's happening is the Nasdaq is which is the smaller tech companies in the United States, well, like Google and Apple and Amazon. They are very, very strong, and what they're doing is they're making the market look a lot more bullish than it actually is. That's the same thing that happened in 1999 and 2000 when we had the tech bubble, you know, where all these stocks were selling for 200 or 300 that ended up going bankrupt. You know, this is different this time because we have Google and Amazon and Apple are already making wonderful products, but they don't go straight up forever. You know, Isaac Newton's second law of motion for what goes up must come down has always worked in the past, and it'll work this time too. So the question is, when is it going to turn to the downside? This is what the big unanswered question is.
I see. Then from this daily chart, do you think it will go from the uptrend to the downtrend in short term?
In the short term? In the short term, we should make if you just take a look at this, you see the last time we had a move down like this, okay? So we would be looking to see the same thing occur. So you want to go and you just measure to see what it's going to do, like this, and then you say, well, what happened in the past is it dropped this much. So you just go up to this level right here, you see, and that would take you down here to a minimum level here of at least a 10%. See, that's your first level would be 10%. That would be exact same as we had the drop here. And it's exactly the same like we had the drop here. It was exactly the same like you had to drop here, and almost exactly the same that you had to drop here. See how the market repeats itself over and over again? It's making that same thing, so we would expect it to do pretty much the same thing. Because we haven't had a really big correction, we're expecting it to come down even more.